Let's turn our attention to another hypothetical. We've done a couple of these this week. This one, though, surrounding the team, the Auburn Tigers. How could the Auburn Tigers get to the playoff, you ask? Well, this is the possibility. The Tigers have a chance to play SEC spoiler down the stretch, but what if they could do even more? Let's say they win out. Yeah, okay, we're serious here. They beat Alabama and Georgia. They're both home games. If they beat both those teams and win the SEC championship, perhaps, again, playing and beating Georgia for a second time, Auburn would be 11-2. They'd be the SEC champion. There have been no two-loss teams to reach the college football playoff in its 3 seasons. So, B-Mac, would there be any debate over Auburn's inclusion into the college football playoff based on that scenario?
You know what? I think there would be a debate, and here's why. We've never seen a two-loss team get into the playoffs. And I think for me to have that happen, you have to have multiple two-loss teams that have an opportunity to get into the playoffs. Because clearly, if they're able to do what you just explained, beat UGA twice, beat Alabama, win the SEC championship, that's impressive.
All in a span of about a month or less, probably.
That's extremely impressive. But, Ray, here's the thing. If there's 3 one-loss teams in front of Auburn, and they won their conference championship, and then you have one team that's undefeated, how do you remove one of those one-loss teams that won their championship also and take them out and insert Auburn? It's going to be difficult.
Well, a lot of people would say because it's the SEC. It's the toughest conference in college football.
But is it?
Well, I know Jimbo Fisher has his thoughts in the ACC, but, the SEC here in recent history, considering all the success they've had at the national level in terms of winning national championships, Auburn included, not just Alabama. Some people might say, hey, look, you beat the best teams in the best conference, even with the 2 losses.
Yeah.
You're better than a one-loss Pac-12
But, and
champ,
also,
for
too,
instance.
it's fair to say, because SEC, as far as conference, they have really not lived up to the standard, right? And it's extremely
People
top
say
heavy.
they're down. Paul Feinbaum says they're down.
It's top-heavy outside of, right now, UGA and Alabama.
Yeah.
You can't make any strong argument unless Auburn do what you just explained.
Yeah, right.
But right now, it's top-heavy. Only 2 teams right now we believe they're consistent and they can play against any team in college football. Outside of UGA and Alabama, we can't say the same about LSU, who lost at home to Troy, Mississippi State, A&M, clearly not Florida Tech, Tennessee. So the usual suspects that have really surfaced around to be consistent in the SEC, they're not living up to the billing.
Interesting. If that hypothetical would play out, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
interesting?